Good morning, Tony Novak recording from Money Island on a beautiful day. I'll move the camera and show we have a sun bursting through the clouds, the fog lifted, and we have a good breeze. I'm going to say call it 5 miles an hour. That's enough to keep the bugs away and still allow the boats to be out, although it's very quiet so far this morning. So this recording is made specifically for the people who have been asking this past month what's going on and what can they do to help. So going back more than 5 years, Baysave has been involved in developing a strategic plan for Money Island, for the region, for the Marina District in particular, that would be sustainable in the current environment of saltwater infusion, rising tides, declining land values, declining population, and many other challenges. So the good news is that we have a good plan that's been run by a number of people at DEP and other government agencies, basically anybody that would listen and care to offer a comment. I've been busy running by and developing and redeveloping that plan over the last several years, and we were able to, as a result of that, pull together a coalition of individuals, companies, government people that were working on moving that plan forward, and a lot of it had to do with the financing, arranging the money. It's not easy to arrange money for a waterfront development or a marina in particular, and particularly in our industry. The seafood industry does not have much of a track record of credit, and that's a whole other issue. So anyway, the plans were moving along nicely, and our meetings in late June and early July showed more promise than ever before. And then we were hit with a huge setback. On July 9th, the U.S. Attorney General obtained a order from New Jersey Superior Court that essentially stopped us dead in our tracks. It called for me to stop all physical activity, that is the repairs and not so the repairs, but the rebuilding of docks in particular, which was a big part of our work since Sandy, was rebuilding the repaired docks. We believed under permit, but the state says no, not under permit. So we have to go back to square one and get all of those permits. Well, that's no problem. We had planned on doing that anyway. The issue was just how to. Anybody that's ever dealt with DEP will tell you that it's not an easy process. It's made worse when you sue the people that are trying to get the permits, and that was the case here. They sued me personally, sued Baysave, sued the finance company, and included in the lawsuit other unnamed individuals. They called it John Doe, Jane Doe, and ABC Corporation. Basically, anybody that might help get involved here was putting themselves at risk. So the board of Baysave resigned. I felt that was a good move. Baysave filed bankruptcy and has since reorganized as an association, not a corporation. And I personally took title of the land assets, frankly, because I don't have anything to lose. I'm in this for the long haul, and we'll continue to work on a solution. But the problem is that we face now, bringing us to today, August 1st, is that on hearing of the lawsuit, all of the potential funders, both the private investors and the government entities, of course, were scared, and they pulled their support. So I wound up with no funders and having to start at square one with a new funding plan. And of course, there are laws and restrictions, and of course market demands of a funding. So it took me a while. It took me several weeks to work that out. And here we are today, August 1st, and I believe we do have a plan that's endorsed by the community endorsed by the legal people that I've talked with, and we are ready to move forward. I will be presenting details of that over the coming days and weeks, and it's my hope that if you have any interest whatsoever, whether your interest is as an investment because you see the profit potential here, or because you simply want to put your money where your values are as a long-term investment and commitment, or for those people, I'm very appreciative that have made small donations to Baysave simply for operating expenses to keep things moving along. All of that is appreciated. So again, whether you're doing it as a charitable donation or as an investment in commercial mortgage here, for example, or the equity in the seafood cooperative, any of those would be appreciated. And again, I'll have to get out much more detail in the days and weeks to come. All right, thanks for listening.